Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. Fazig and I am so excited to be here with you today. For those of you who don't know who I am, I teach 3rd grade at Lorraine and I am going to be doing grammar with you this quarter. I am so excited. So all of your grammar videos that you see during your asynchronous learning time are going to come from me, and I have so many fun activities planned. We're going to have a lot of fun this first quarter together. So something you might be wondering is, well, what exactly is grammar and why is it super important? So go ahead and think about that for a second. Think about why grammar might be important. So if I say a sentence like, the girl went to the store, that's just a sentence, right? You may be thinking, well, yeah, Mrs. Fazig, obviously, but what that sentence is made up of is lots of little pieces of grammar, and it helps make sure that our sentences make sense. Grammar helps us make sure that our sentences look right, sound right, and that they're actually saying what we're trying to say. So we are going to be today having a really fun grammar activity. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going on a grammar hunt together, and so I'm going to be taking you around and we're going to be kind of looking to see if we can find different pieces of grammar around my house and around outside my house. And we're going to get to kind of see if you remember what some of these parts of grammar were from last year. So the way this video is going to work is a question is going to pop up. Basically, it's going to pause the video, and you're going to get to answer a multiple choice question. And it's going to tell you if you were right or if you were wrong when you choose the answer. You're not being graded on this. This is just for fun and for us to review a little bit. Okay, so don't stress out. Enjoy, and let's get started. Hi, boys and girls. You're not going to believe what I found. I found this lamp. Oh my goodness. So, question, it's a lamp. What part of speech do you think that is? What kind of grammar? Well, I know that it is a thing, right? A lamp is a thing. And I know that a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. So guess what? I just found a noun in my house. Look at this beautiful noun. Just look at it. It is such a great lamp. Okay, let's go to our next stop. All right, boys and girls, we're here and we have our second stop. We have my dog, Evie, and she is super sleepy right now. And she also gets cold a lot, which is why she's wrapped up in a blanket. But she's doing something right now. Well, she was before I woke her. She was sleeping. So, what is sleeping? Is sleeping a person, place, thing, or idea? No. What is sleeping? Sleeping it's an action, right? Well, what part of speech is an action? If you said that an action is a verb, you are correct. A verb is doing something, which means that my dog Evie, she was sleeping and now she's laying there because I woke her up, which means that she was doing a verb. We found a verb. Good job, team. Let's move on. Hi, boys and girls. So I found something a little crazy. I found me. That is me in that mirror. What? So if I found me, I could also say that I found Mrs. Fazig, right? Because that's me, I'm Mrs. Fazig. However, I used the word me. So what is me? Is me a verb? Is it an action? Well, no, it's not. I could be doing something, but the word me is not an action. Is it a noun? Well, you might say yes, but it's actually not a noun either. Me is a pronoun, which is a word that is used to replace the noun. So let's talk about why. Let's think about this. If I said this sentence like this, Mrs. Fazig saw Mrs. Fazig in the mirror. you would look at me like I was a little crazy, right? A little bit crazy. Doesn't sound quite right. So instead of saying sentences like that all the time, we use pronouns to help me say, I saw myself in the mirror. Doesn't that sound so much better? Right? It's not Mrs. Fazig saw Mrs. Fazig in Mrs. Fazig's mirror. What? I saw myself in my mirror. So that is what a pronoun is. So we just found a pronoun. Aren't you so excited? Ah! All right, let's go to the next stop. So I found a seashell. Now, we know that a seashell is a what? What part of speech is a seashell? Is it a noun, a verb, or a pronoun? If you said noun, you are correct. However, I'm going to talk about the seashell. So the seashell, what color is this seashell? If you said like a white or a cream or even like a light gray in some spots, yeah, you're correct. So let's just call it white. So this is a white seashell. And let's look at it. Now you can't feel it, but it's bumpy. And you can kind of see those ridges where it's bumpy. So it's white and it's bumpy and it's cold. It was sitting near my air conditioner vent, so it's cold. So it's cold and white and bumpy. So cold, white, and bumpy. Let's think about what kind of speech, what part of speech those words are. So let's think about that. You already know what a noun is, and a pronoun, and a verb. So is smooth or bumpy or white or cold, are those nouns? Are those people, places, or things? No, they're not. Something can be cold, but cold is not a person, place, or thing. So then let's talk about verbs. Is bumpy an action? No, you can say something went bump or something bumped along. If you said something bumped along, well, yeah, then that would be an action. But something being bumpy is not an action. What about white? Is white an action? No. Okay, and then what about a pronoun? Does the word bumpy or white or cold replace a noun? No. So what part of speech is it? Those are adjectives. So adjectives are my very favorite part of speech. I think it's so much fun because adjectives describe nouns. And you can describe them with anything. So if you've ever done maybe like a Mad Lib or something like that, and you find those silly adjectives, they're so much fun to do, right? You can describe anything. I can say it is a sunny day outside. Sunny's an adjective. I could say that my dog is cute. Cute is an adjective. I can say my notebook is black and white. Black and white are adjectives. I can say that my socks are soft. Soft is an adjective. So many possibilities. Okay, so now things are gonna get really crazy. So buckle your seatbelts because we are going to go look at one or two things and see if maybe we can find more than one part of speech in an object. Things are gonna get crazy, let's go. Hi boys and girls. So I'm outside right now and I found something that might just have more than one part of speech happening. So let's take a look. So I have this beautiful flower. Now let's just look at it. It's so nice and so pretty. So let's think about this flower. So what is this? What is this thing? It's a flower, right? So is a flower a noun, a verb, an adjective, or a pronoun? If you said that a flower is a noun, you are 100% correct. So let's look at this flower. So how could you describe this flower? So I might say that it's yellow, or I might say that it's beautiful, or it is pretty, or it is healthy, or it is bright, it is cheerful. So those are some of the ways I could describe this flower. So if I say that it is a yellow flower or a beautiful flower, what part of speech would yellow and beautiful be? If you said that it is an adjective, you are correct, 100% correct. So what is this flower doing?
So this flower, I planted it in the dirt, and it was just a tiny little baby flower, but now it's big. So what was it doing? What is it doing? This flower is growing. So what is growing? What part of speech would growing be? What is this flower doing? It's the action, it's growing. If you said that growing is a verb, you are 100% correct. And we may not necessarily see a pronoun when we're looking exactly at this flower. However, a pronoun would be a word that is used to take the place of the noun. So if I didn't want to keep saying the flower is yellow, the flower is pretty, and the flower is bright, I could say the flower is beautiful, it is yellow, it is bright. So it would be the pronoun used for this.
So boys and girls, we are back where we started, and I had so much fun doing this amazing grammar scavenger hunt with you. I hope that you were able to see that we can find grammar everywhere we look. It is absolutely everywhere. No matter where you are, you can find nouns and pronouns and verbs and adjectives. And knowing these parts of speech can help us be better readers, writers, and speakers. So I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have time today, you can go and have some fun and maybe do a scavenger hunt around your house and find some nouns or some adjectives or some verbs or pronouns. Or maybe even, try to test a younger sibling and see if they can recognize some nouns or some verbs. And you don't have to do any of those things. However, you never know what you'll find if you go on a little bit of a scavenger hunt adventure this afternoon. So I hope that you had an amazing time. I know that I did, and I cannot wait to see you here next week. Bye, boys and girls.